Spectrum Paranormal Services, and we have Rebel State Sovereign filming. We're streaming live. Where are we at?
SBB in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. It's the fall bike rally, and the party's actually happening right over there across the street. And I'm trying to stay away from the noise right now so we can get some of this chatting in and hit on some topics before I head over and show you guys what's going on with the motorcycle fall bike rally.
And just so you know, there is going to be partial nudity. I've
That
already
is, there might be.
there might be some partial nudity and some language and drinking. So if you are a minor child or or have somebody as a minor child, you may not be willing to watch this right now. Just a little disclaimer. I know there's nothing we can do to stop you, but we have to throw that disclaimer out there. We're not
Perfect.
held responsible for anything you see or hear outside of what we're saying.
Right. So let's touch on Soul Diva's topic first.
Yeah, I had left the message that I had wrote, well, in the video that I put up before the live stream. I asked for anybody's suggestions on topics to touch on tonight, and Soul Diva wrote, I don't think I'll be able to be there, but yeah, I do want a topic brought up on my behalf. That is time to stop all the hating and bullying in schools and racism, as we need to stop. I'm not happy with by how hatred has been happening so much, and my baby girls have been getting bullied in school, and I'm just praying God that it will stop. I couldn't agree more with that. That's why I
Yeah,
touched on some of my videos about the bullying and the hatred and the racism and stuff, because this shit does need to stop, man. It's absolute ridiculousness that we live in, we just all can't get along.
yeah, I agree. I think the media portrays things in a certain manner to kind of, I mean, it's shock value. They try to do it for their views. You know what I mean? Some people do certain things on YouTube to get views, and I think the TV portrays certain things in a different light, just so that they have that shock and wow value. And if you take somebody like, I don't know, let me pick a celebrity. We'll use remember Ice T, the rapper Ice T.
Yep.
Now, America being the melting pot, what Ice T said pretty much, I can't quote him word for word because I haven't heard it in 15 years, but he said the only way for racism to actually stop is we're going to breed it out. Basically, that's what America does, because we are the melting pot. He said when we're all one color, we're basically caramel, a light caramel, that there won't be anybody to be mad at. You know, there'll be a different kind of form of racism
Well,
if we're
see,
all the same color.
well, see, and
But
like
I think if people just, with that said, I think if people, I got traffic just riding by. If I think if people just treat people as people and forget their skin color, everybody's the same. We're all the same. We all bleed the same.
Well,
You know?
and like I've touched in a few of my videos, it's a government ploy. They want us to be divided because divided we're conquered. Together
Exactly.
we stand strong. So,
Right.
and that's why everything today is racist. Everything is racist,
Yeah.
and they do that because, that way the people that, a lot of people are brainwashed, you don't even know it, with the subconscious mind because of what they've been taught through their whole life. And then not only just taught their whole life, but then you got media feeding into it, movies, TV shows, video games. And
Yeah.
no, I am not saying that these things are bad. What I'm saying is there's so much hidden agendas in them and subliminal messaging in them that you don't realize it if you're not in the know, that your mind is being subjected to this.
Yeah. Once the corporate media wants to put out whatever agenda is that the government wants, they do that. I mean, that's, you want to go back to conspiracies. They got the Bilderberg group to have a secret meeting every year, and they discuss these topics.
Hey, we're black screen again.
Are we?
Yep.
Oh, it's going to
Are
be
you
good
guys
then.
seeing any video? Because from what I'm seeing, it's black screen.
It's going to be good for black screen.
Yeah, no kidding. But on the same hand, then we're gonna look retarded, on certain
Again,
things.
again.
Are we black screen guys? Let's see here. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. As such, viewers will experience buffering. What?
Um, our
It's
internet is.
no. It says video output low. See, that's the thing. Everything was fine until we started touching on the subjects that we're touching on and saying what we're saying. Then all of a sudden, we're blackballed.
Yep.
That's what that
And
is.
we were
That's
hitting some
fucking blackball. That's censorship.
5 minutes in. For the
Yeah,
last hour, we've been chit chatting about a bunch of crazy stuff, and
yeah,
5 minutes in, here we are.
yeah. And it was showing perfectly fine because I had it up the whole time and everything was perfectly fine. And now
Yeah.
all of a sudden, it's blackballed.
Oh well. Um, let's change the topic. See if you can get us off that black screen.
We got 3 people watching right now. We got Panda, we
It's probably
got Bullet
buffering,
Train, and somebody else, whoever the third person is.
and it's probably still buffering for them, unfortunately.
No, now it says live streams is good. Now it's back bad again. It's going up and down.
I get almost full signal here with the phone.
I've got full signal on my internet as well. It's not the
Hmm.
internet.
Exactly. Cut traffic.
I was streaming too, and it happened. Bullet Train said he was streaming too, and it happened to him as well.
And maybe something in the system, maybe a YouTube system.
Now this shit kind of happens to me all the time, dude. Like if even on my when I'm playing video games, when I'm talking stuff like I talk.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the government does have keywords. if you hit on those keywords, you know, if you text them or you put them on Facebook, you're definitely going to get flagged.
Yeah, I'm fucking. Well, you saw the way I have it set up for the streaming. You know
Oh shit!
what the basic info is.
Can you see that smoke across the street?
Yep.
That's a burnout pit for motorcycles.
I thought it was a deep pit or barbecue or something.
No, that's a smoke pit.
Can you guys
Tell me
hear
that
me?
burnout
Can
pit.
you guys hear us? Let me know in the comment section if you guys can hear us. At least hear us. If you can see video, let us know if you can see video.
How long is our lag?
30 seconds.
That's not bad. Half a minute. That's not bad.
No, and see, that's what I was trying to avoid this black screen shit. And that's why
Yeah.
I changed it to 30-second lag.
Well, technical difficulties. That happens.
Yeah, fortunately.
You ever see these? That's where you're having some fun.
Was that a sandrail?
No, it's technically a motorcycle.
You're lagging
You
out
get
real bad.
close.
I can your voice is fine, but your video isn't. There it goes. Hopefully we won't get flagged on that because you showed a license plate number. I've seen YouTubers get flagged on that shit.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Maybe we add it later.
Panda
I
says
mean,
she
they
can
can see
hear us, but
they
no
can see that in
video.
public. You know, it's not like we can scan it or run it. They can see that in public if they were if they were here.
Yeah. Panda says she can hear us, but no video.
Oh no.
I don't know what else to do. I mean, streaming options. Um, I can't change none of the streaming options.
Right.
I
Huh.
wonder. Let me see. Um, I've got OBS Studio up right now,
Just
and
don't delete it.
it's literally it's 22704 gigabytes per second on our and the CPU is only at 23.4. So I mean, it's not
How you doing?
pulling. It's not pulling enough to should be pulling enough to affect the stream.
Huh.
Hey,
That's weird.
legit. Sorry, there's no video. I don't know what's going on. It keeps going back and forth to where we could see video and not see video.
Well, let's do a black screen then.
Yeah, wait. That's funny.
We're
We
kind
use
of
the
used to
name
it now.
legit. Are you getting a black screen? Yeah, we're getting a black screen. Unfortunately, I'm looking right at the live stream right now on the dashboard for YouTube, and I'm not seeing my stream
Oh
as far
no.
as like the video.
Okay, well let's just do another black video.
Ain't that kind of funny? We use the name Coast to Coast AM, and we're like a more of like a radio station than a live stream. This is ridiculous, dude.
You can hear the Harleys.
What do you mean not so good, Bullet Train? See, so obviously it doesn't matter if I have the 30-second.
Uh oh, somebody's upset.
See, but yeah, I can go back and edit this,
Right.
and then that way they have the video because I'm getting the video. Uh,
How you doing? Just a wild night in Myrtle Beach as usual. It happens.
you need like 1 to 2 megabytes in live streaming. That's what Bullet Train just said. You need like 1 to 10 megabytes in live streaming. One to
What do you
ten
think we're
megabytes
at?
in what?
What do you think we're at? We're definitely at 10 megabytes. You got to think of how many pictures you take to fill up a megabyte on your phone. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
We've got to be meeting that criteria for sure.
the stream, homie. Yeah, Harleys. Yeah, Harleys. You know I love you, Panda. Nothing but love.
Oh Lord,
Okay, now it just went green again. Now it went red again. It keeps going back and forth. Red, green, red, green.
it's Christmas.
It's something.
That's weird.
Legit Gaming says I hate OBS RN. Okay, Legit Gaming, do you recommend another streamer for YouTube so we can live stream? Because if so, we'll end this stream right now and download the new software with the software you recommend and start to stream over so you guys get video.
Sounds good.
Because you guys are missing some good video.
Yeah, definitely missing some good stuff.
Did you see that hopscotching girl? That was funny. See, you should have said, "Hey, we're live streaming on YouTube. Make you famous."
I started to, but I was too scared of what may happen on film here.
Yeah. You
This is
need
this
more
this
for it to go through, homie. Uh,
this is a pretty much family channel, and we're trying to remember it is Bike Week here.
Legit says if I go full screen, it feels like I'm blind.
Oh no,
Take your hands out in front of your face, LG. Legit Gaming. Panda says she loves you, Rebel.
tell her we love her too, man.
She can hear you, brother.
Awesome, that's even better.
Remember,
Can
we're
she
live
see
streaming.
us though? Can she see us?
No, she can't see us. That's what I keep trying to find out, and I keep mentioning in a lot of my videos. I want something that's going to be good for live streaming and something that I'm going to, I would like to be able to pause making my videos in OBS. You can't do that. Nothing
Right.
that I can think of the top of my head. All right, Legit. Well, I appreciate it. Thank you. Legit said he can't think of any software. So,
Okay.
yeah, I don't know. I honestly don't know. I mean, they got screen recorders for your phones and stuff like that, but I don't know.
Something we got to research.
Yeah, then you got live streaming for YouTube gaming, and I've kind of tried to play with that, and it's just been a hectic nightmare
Right.
mess. Um, I did have somebody from last night want me to add them into the stream tonight, and I'm like, I don't know. I had from the mess up last night, and I'm like, well, I don't know, we'll see how it goes. But I don't want to say mistake like last night. I don't want to click on something by accident, and so
Right.
you guys want us to talk about anything? Let us know in the comment section, because obviously you're not getting no video, so um, can't see you but can hear you. Panda just said that. We know, Panda. The government hates us.
We're trying though. We are trying. We're trying to make it happen.
And don't worry, guys. All my subscribers that are in here watching right now, I haven't given up on my gaming live streaming. That will be coming soon again. I appreciate that, Legit Gaming. Legit Gaming said he's going to ask a friend right now for
Cool.
a software that we can live stream with. Because I like OBS for a majority of part, but not for live streaming. Live streaming, it always does this. And this is why I stopped using the old OBS, because it kept doing this.
Right.
Government fucking censorship's what it is. Sorry, Panda. I already told you, though. I warned you, Panda. I have a mouth on me. I just try to censor it because I know there's kids watching. But sometimes you can't censor it.
So, did you have any other topics that were asked that we kind of touch on?
That was the
'Cause
only
we got
one.
distracted with,
That was the only comment.
from Soul Diva.
From Soul Diva, yeah.
Okay.
And by the way, anybody that's watching this that isn't commenting, any of the people you see in the comments, hover over them with your cursor like this and click on them. It'll take you to their channel. And if you're not subscribed, subscribe. I'm sorry, I act like you guys can see me. Hover over their picture with
There you go.
with your pointer, and then it'll pull their channel up. You click on it, and you can subscribe right from there. And all these people are awesome people. They will be they're big supporters and stuff of my channel, and they're intelligent people and loving, caring people, and I've learned a lot from them, as I hope they have from me. But if you guys want a good people to that are active supporters, go check them out. This sucks, dude. No video.
Yeah.
All right, well, we'll pretend we're on radio.
Oh, wait. Is your computer filming it?
I think it is. Let me see.
Because when we're done, it'll be uploaded.
No, my I don't have the Windows recorder on. I just got the streaming, and
Can you add it? Can you throw it on?
I can throw it on now, but it's probably missed all that stuff we did before.
It's okay. It'll get some of the fun parts when I walk through the crowd.
Well,
That way they don't miss. That way they don't miss the bike rally either.
well, that's if I record, and that's going to make it even worse because now I'm recording and streaming.
Okay. You think it's gonna make it worse?
I can almost guarantee it's going to make it worse. Because I've done some research on it because I was trying to better this situation from what it is now.
Right.
And when you've got the recording feature on that records what you're live streaming, it messes it up. It takes more CPU and GPU to do that. It'll cause lag, or it'll cause what's going on right now.
Gotcha.
Hey, government, I know you're listening, big brother. Stop messing with my stream. I'm a train. Choo choo. Thank you, homie. Dude, you got nothing but love for you, BT. Nothing but love. Yeah, if you haven't, Rebel, go check out BT. He's a good dude. Like,
I will.
he
I
does
definitely
a
will.
lot of gaming and stuff, live streaming on his video games and stuff like that. He's starting to get into vlogs. He's an awesome dude. Like, I've spent time talking to him in private chat, like on Skype and stuff like that. And last weekend, I believe it was, wasn't it, BT? And we talked for like 2 hours, and it was a pretty good conversation. Made each other laugh. Just had a good time. He's a good dude.
That's awesome.
That's why
That's
I
very
always say
cool.
I love my fans. Every one of my fans, my supporters, they're all
Yeah.
awesome. Whether I talk to them like we do, or it's just in the comments. Um, I get the haters, but none of them are my fans. I've never had
I
not
get
one of my
haters
fans
too.
hate on me.
I get haters and non-believers.
Me too. Me too. I get that all the time. Non-believers in the
Like,
paranormal.
you should be
Non.
recording right now. Trust me. What's happening? I'm filming for YouTube. Oh
But
well.
I get non-believers as well, and YouTube is always picking on BPS. Yes, they are, Panda. They are always picking on me because I speak the truth, and they don't want the truth out there.
That's right. And us together just makes it worse.
Yeah, YouTube hates fucking Rebel State Sovereign as well. But what was I saying? Um,
YouTube hates us and the government.
yeah, the government. Yeah. Okay. Well, actually, get me started on the government. That's one of the things of our show, man. Get me started on the government.
All right, where should we
I
start?
forgot. I have to. I have you on Skype, BPS. Yeah, I know you got me on Skype. Legit. Where should we start?
Uh,
Hey, people. How you doing? Nice to see you. Hi from Bakersfield.
how'd you like the lady earlier who said hi from South Carolina?
Yeah, that was crazy. She was funny.
Yeah, she was funny. And we didn't get interrupted during any of that.
No, no. But we get interrupted on this stuff. That when we're trying to
Yeah,
sit there and speak truth and stuff.
pretty crazy.
And there's other channels that get hit too, but not very often. Like I see a lot of people speaking good about OBS and live streaming and how it doesn't take very much a really good computer to live stream with OBS. And my laptop's pretty. Oh, now it's gonna go green. Now that I'm talking shit about your government, now you're gonna go green. You're like, I'm not messing with you. Nah, I'm not messing with you, BPS. See, look, you're green again. Yeah, yeah. Oh, now we're red again. Yeah. See,
So what's red and what's green? Which
red,
one says that
when
we're
you get
actually
red on the
filming?
top of the screen, there's a little bar that goes on the very top of the screen, and when that goes red, it's your video output is low, and when it goes green, it means you
Okay.
got good signal strength.
Wow.
Bullet Train says,
Yeah,
"I'm on
they're
your side, guys." Yeah, yeah,
definitely messing with. Definitely messing with you.
yeah. It's part of that YouTube censorship and that YouTube Nazi shit.
The
If you
hero.
don't, YouTube Nazis as in YouTube heroes, fucking
Yeah.
Nazis.
Yeah.
You guys are gonna
Narc
get you
Nazis.
guys are gonna
They're
get me
just
going
narc
like Alex
Nazis.
Jones. I'm already gotten veins probably popping out of my head right now. Excuse me, but the way the world is right now, fuck the government. I agree. Fuck the government, gaming. Fuck the government. I, I'm not gonna do like a couple people and go, I love the government. No, they can see you winking. They know you're full of shit. And then who, if you're not telling the truth, it's speaking the truth. You're not gonna bring anybody to the light. You're not gonna open their eyes. You
Nah.
know? That's I don't know. And I'm not hating on people that do that. They're trying not to get people hating on their channel and hating on them, and they're trying not to get too much backlash from the government. Let's see. I just typed my last message, and then you said it went green. Yeah, just so you guys know, I got it on 30-second lag right now, uh, so that there's a very little res- lag on the response time and on the video. And so whenever we talk, and there's 30 seconds delay from when you guys get it. I was trying to keep this happening from the video being blacked out.
So is there any way to mute me if I walk through the crowd?
Well, that's gonna take the fun out of it.
Well, I don't know if you'll be able to hear me though. If you are recording.
I'm not recording because I don't want to make the matters worse. Yeah,
Okay.
I don't trust the government either, Panda. I love my country, but I hate my government.
They've lied to us so many times it's not even funny.
They've lied so many times they can't keep up with their own lies.
Yeah. They make up lies for lies. I mean, they're good at it. That's their job. You know what I mean? The CIA is trained to actually lie so they can get in and out of situations. You know, they
Little
give
do
them
they
fake.
know. Yeah, I want video, but little do they know I don't care being a radio. Well, I'm not the
I
radio.
mean,
It's like we're broadcasting like a radio.
if you're a NOC, CIA agent, and you're out on your own, they give you fake documentations. You know, you get in a car wreck and you're overseas. You want to do whatever you can to avoid that situation. You'll pay that guy off. You'll do whatever just so the police doesn't come and run your ID. You know, because everything you're there. I mean, you're trained to lie. So if they're training their employees, you know that they're masters at it.
Well, see, that's the thing is people fail to realize the government makes us a number right from birth. That's why we have a social security number. We
Right.
are a
Yeah.
number. We're not a human being. We're not a person. We don't have feelings. We don't have emotions. We are a number. We are a robot for them.
Yeah. Have you ever
I feel like the
actually
government is going
researched?
to find a way to get all of us back because we have been saying what we have been. And that's very true. They could very much well do that legit. You got to keep that in mind, but on the same hand, that's what they want. They want everybody to conform. They want everybody to let's not rock the boat. Let's not make problems because I want to enjoy my Sunday night football with my hot dog and potato chips and my friends and my cold beer. I got jobs coming in. I got money. I got a car. I got a house. I got this. I got that. Blah 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 blah. I don't want to lose all that, so I'm not going to rock the boat. But the thing people don't realize is that they give you just enough to shut you up, not enough to take care of you.
Yeah.
And the people like me in Rebel State, we're very far few and in between. More and more people are starting to open their eyes. But the problem is that if more people don't open their eyes, that people like us are eventually going to die of old age or they're going to take us the fuck out. And so we're not going to be able, then that's going to leave it knocking at people's doors that don't believe or that refuse to rock the boat because they know what problems. Then what are you going to do? Wish you'd listened to us then? Well, if you'd listened to us then, we'd have had a bigger resistance and we could have stopped this. I'm sorry, I get rambling, bro. I get going.
No, no, I was listening. I was letting you finish. I didn't want to interrupt you. You're on a roll there for sure. I didn't see a reason to interject at all. You had it. You were covering it.
What's your thoughts on
Sure.
that?
I'm not disagreeing with any of it, honestly.
The
You know,
governments are
I
aliens, I
mean,
swear. No, the aliens have better common sense.
the I think you covered all of the topics when you said they're basically there to divide and conquer. That's what they're doing with our civilization. Well, I can't even say the whole civilization. They're doing it worldwide because there's more of us than there is of them. I mean, you look at what Occupy did with the one percenters. They scared the crowd. I mean, scared them to death. We'll just use that word. It did. You know what I mean? If you had a revolt, and then they put in infiltrators to go in there and start issues and start problems. You know what I mean? I mean, it's documented that even the government, when the Black Panthers back in the '70s, that they sent people in, undercover to start mass chaos. Basically the government felt them as a threat. You know,
We got
and
three comments here.
they've done it subversively with lots of organizations.
Yep.
I don't care if it's the Tea Party or whatever.
We got three comments here. The government are aliens, and I kind of made a funny joke about that. But at least the aliens let you know they're going to probe you. Just saying. Also, I hate how paper controls our lives. Yeah, see, that's the thing.
Yeah.
Because and that's what they plan on. They plan on the paper controlling our lives. See, we don't want the money. We want what the money buys. We want the food. We want the
Right.
water. We want the car. We want our bills paid. It's not necessarily the money we want. And so they've got it designed to where we have to have that money to live for our basic necessities.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, paper money used to have. I mean, you go back, not even that far. You go back to let's say the '50s. Not even that. Not that long ago. and you had silver certificates, which were paper dollars. They just said silver certificate on them, and they had gold certificates, and you could trade that paper money in at the bank for the actual weight in silver or gold. And they changed that. They did that prior to that. They did it in the 30s. And then they basically they took us off the gold standard. They posted in every single post office that you had to turn in your gold, you know, coins. Otherwise you'd be fined, jailed, or in prison.
Well, you know Fort
You know,
Knox is fucking broke, right? You know that. There's nothing in Fort Knox.
I mean, I don't know for a fact, but I would speculate pretty well because several other countries that went through these crises, um, we'll go back. I don't know, the last 10 years, they've asked for their money back because the United States government is the world currency, and we do that. And the reason we got that title is for OPEC. That's all your oil, and so many of these countries have to hold that money in reserve. I'm surprised, and I'm going to speak this. It's probably never been even talked about in the 70s when we had the gas crunch, the gas problems. That's why all of our engines in the 80s. If you grew up and you had any, you've seen any of the 80s cars. The best car probably had 230, 240 horsepower. The muscle car era was over. They still made some cool looking cars, but there was no power there at all because they're just gas guzzlers. Well, this is where I was going to touch on. Brazil started to actually make ethanol, which is basically corn liquor / moonshine. It's the same thing you buy today at the pump. It just doesn't have sugar in it. You know, and Brazil decided, well, pretty much half of those South American countries, but Brazil in particular, started growing corn to make their own fuel because they were just, I mean, the country was so poor in the 70s, and it still is today, but it definitely improved when they got off of, using those petroleum distillates, those petroleum products, gasoline in particular. Because gasoline only lasts so long, and it has a shelf life that's way less than any diesel fuel. And you have 3 grades of gas. But the shelf life on it, like I said, is half of what diesel is.
And see, that's the thing too. We've got so much crude oil in our own land, in our own country. We don't need to go overseas to get it. We don't. We have so much here.
No.
We go overseas because that's part of the contract that our government has with these other governments to go over
Oh
and get
yeah.
oil and stuff at a smaller rate, at a smaller price.
Well, I think it's the last man standing. I think the United States government has done it with particularly, let's use Saudi Arabia and Kuwait, and a couple other ones that are still part of that OPEC program. I think the United States wants to be the last man standing because we are the most industrialized, country. There's other ones that lag behind us, just close, but America's pretty much first. If we don't have gasoline in particular and diesel, then our country would come to a stop. I mean, that gasoline powers the vehicles that we have, and we are, that rich country because most people own a vehicle in a household. And our let's go back to the 90s. Most people had 2 cars per vehicle. Per household. Excuse me. With that said, we're dependent on that gasoline. You know, there's technology out there that they haven't. They keep saying they're going to improve on it, whether it's solar, electric, or whatever. There's technologies out there that they could use and optimize our, and put us in a different position. They definitely could. You know what I mean? They could definitely put us in a because I think in a social bracket we need to not be dependent on foreign oil.
Well,
That's
see,
I heard
can I
talking
touch on
about the
that a minute?
reserves.
Can I touch on that? That's
Yeah.
what they want. They want us to be dependent on that because if we're dependent on that, we're lining their pockets. They have the
Oh
control.
yeah.
They
Yeah.
have the power. See, Nikola Tesla designed free energy back in the day, and it was going to be buy equipment,
Right.
one-time fee, and you got electricity for free. Well, the big powers that be, the Illuminati and Skull and Bones and different things like that, the Bilderberg
Right.
Group, they didn't want that because they're not going to make money off that. Just like prescription drugs, that's why majority of
Right.
prescription drugs all have fucking some kind of the. I was watching a documentary the other day, and the prescription drugs have methamphetamines in them, even aspirin. The little
Yeah.
symbol and shit for the methamphetamines, that's
Yeah.
to keep you addicted
Yeah.
to the drug. The drug, it's
I,
masking the problem. It's not trying to heal you. And same thing with electricity and crude oil and different things like that. Because if we go to solar energy, if we go to different things like that, then they lose. They don't get that money. They don't have that power
right.
over us. And that's
Well,
what it
that's when
boils
they
down to.
pass laws. That's why they pass laws to stop it. I mean, even like in the state you're in, California, you can't collect rainwater legally without getting fined, jailed, or arrested.
Why? Because you could drink rainwater, but
Exactly. If
they
you
can't
filter it,
tax you for it. They can't control it.
right? So they try to get you on a sewage tax, and if you start collecting, they're saying that the state owns that rain that comes out of the sky. That in itself is treason. That right there, because the state is a fictitious organization. Now, granted, it is a person in the eyes of the law, their law. It's an actual person. It's a corporation. When I say person, I think you know what I mean by that.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. So, well, you want to touch on it? Or you want me to keep going?
Well, it's like when the founding fathers, when they founded our country, the Constitution and the Bill of Rights was actually to stop big government from fucking us.
Right. Right. I mean, Ben Franklin said it himself. He said you should always cleanse tyranny with the blood of tyrants. And he said a rebellion was always good. Of course, he said some things about beer too. He said beer's good too.
What
you know,
I think what he said was, God loves us because he made beer.
right? Exactly. Yep.
I
Exactly.
and more, we actually got 6 viewers now. Bullet Train says, "Laugh my fucking ass off." Well, I know what my next vlog is going is. Thanks, fam, and you're welcome, BT. You're always
Definitely.
welcome in my videos and my live streams, man. I love you, brother.
It's too bad he didn't have video to see it.
Yeah, but you know what? We going old school right now. See, that's the thing.
Yeah. This is
Most people would have
this is
stopped
PM
this right
radio.
now and going, "Oh, we don't have live stream." No, see, that's the problem. They throw little monkey wrenches like that in the gears and expect people to cut it off. Oh, we don't got
Right.
video. No, you can take away my sight. You're not gonna take away my voice.
All right.
If you take away my voice, I've got two hands and I'll beat your ass with them. I don't give a fuck if I can't
Exactly.
see. And if you're my enemy, you're gonna be standing in front of me anyway. Because if
That's
you're
a true
with me, you're going to be
statement.
standing next to me or behind me. You're not going to be in my punching zone. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Okay, chat. Are you guys being quiet because like we've got your attention, or are you just being quiet because you don't know what else to say? I'm kind of curious on that. And do you agree with what we're saying? What's up, peeps? Hey, what's up, Click?
Set the click. Tell him what's up.
He can hear you.
I know. I just like doing that.
Jeez.
Remember what I said earlier today? I can't hear you. I can't hear you. You got to speak up. There's somebody in some there's somebody in some random state is yelling at the computer.
Yeah, just checking in. The black screen is boo boo. We can't help that, man. The government's
So this is
fucking taking away our
Coast to
live
Coast
streams.
PM radio.
Yeah, we're radio.
I'm thinking you should film this.
Yeah, but what if it cuts it off so bad that it makes it so like we're like they can't hear us and we can't communicate with them?
Oh, that'd
Well,
be horrible.
that's what I'm saying. Like tomorrow, we need to kind of sit down, work out the bugs on this stuff, and figure, for next Saturday.
Yeah.
Speaking of next Saturday, do you guys want us to continue to do live streams like this? Are you guys into them? You guys,
You mean black screens?
whatever. Let us know. Let me know right now, in the comments if you want to keep seeing these kind of things. If you enjoy them, if they're informational, you guys having fun. And I feel like I got something in my eyeball besides my eye and my finger.
To get your finger in your eye.
I'm blaming the government on that too. I'm being quiet because of both.
Oh Lord,
I'm still here. I agree. In other words, they're liking what we're saying. They're digging it.
that's cool.
Click says
That's great.
LOL.
Well, let's go back to what we were talking about earlier about government, about control. You know what I mean? We haven't cured a disease since polio. That's the last disease we've cured. Otherwise, big farm, or all the pharmaceutical companies, they just babysit the problem. That's the only way they make money. Because if they cure it, then they lose all their revenue, all their money.
That goes back
You
to what I
know?
was talking about earlier with the medication. The
Yeah,
the
exactly.
big diseases, AIDS, cancer, different things like that, was all the big major diseases like that, polio, whatever, was all designed by the government. It was it's a government disease, and they slowly give us things to keep us alive, but yet kill us so
Right.
they can make a profit and get the next one in line. Look at the
Right,
Georgia
right. They just
Guidestones.
babysit it. They just
Yeah,
babysit it. They don't cure nothing. Like I said, only disease we've cured in the 20th century is polio. That's it. That's the last thing we've cured. I doubt we'll cure anymore
they don't
because
want
of
us
the
to cure
revenue.
anymore. They don't want it.
Right,
That's the
because of the
thing.
revenue.
Yeah, exactly. Panda says she agrees with us both. They like I said, they don't want us to cure it because if we cure it, I mean, look at what was it, Michael Jordan? Look how long that dude's had AIDS, and he's still
Dangerous.
alive.
Yeah.
Serious, that's because he's able to. They gave him the cure.
Well, I think he probably went to Mexico in the beginning, got AZT. He had the money to afford.
Well, remember when Obama and Hillary came out and apologized to the American government, which I think was another government ploy to get everybody on their side.
Right.
Apologized for Americans giving America giving these people AIDS. The black people they literally gave the black people AIDS. And anybody that knows me knows I'm not being racist right now. It's just whatever. They gave the African Americans, whatever you want to call it, uh, AIDS and syphilis to see if it
Yeah.
could be spread.
Yeah. They definitely gave him syphilis. Well, they injected syphilis. I mean, most of these guys were sick anyway, and they injected a whole town, and they told them they had bad blood. That's what the United States government told them as an excuse. Oh, you have bad blood, and they never tried to actually cure it. They just wanted to see the disease run its course and what it would do. And on a side note, I mean, even one of the most pimp gangsters of them all died of syphilis. Al Capone caught it and contracted it while he was in the underground of Atlanta, Georgia, because that used to be one of the mob hangouts.
Okay, we got Panda says that's like cancer. There are cures for cancer, but the government don't want us to know that. I agree, Panda. That's what we were
Yeah,
touching on. I mostly hate the government because they have cures for things like cancer, but they won't. And then Legit Gaming again says I'm starting to get a little triggered. Welcome to the
a little
club,
what?
game. Welcome to the club. Legit Gaming. We're all triggered. See, that's the thing. That's why I touched in my last video. No matter what kind of videos you put out, you need to make these kind of videos. You need to make these kind of live streams because there's people that are in your community that aren't going to be in mine, that aren't going to be in rebel states, and that they need to have their eyes open. So the more research you do and the more proof that you get, you need to get that out to your community, open their eyes. You're going to get haters no matter what topics you touch on, no matter what you put out. You're going to get them.
Yeah.
You got to expect that. Yeah, and it is sad, legit. But that's what I was touching on earlier. You can't be afraid to rock in that boat. You got to rock that boat because if you don't get the momentum going, the vehicle's not going to move. That's just how it is.
I'm going to touch on the FDA. I mean, the FDA is one of the most corrupt organizations. Basically, they get to regulate all the drugs and food because food is a drug.
You know what FDA stands for?
Food and Drug Administration.
Nope. Fuck the America.
Right, right. But they know, and here's the thing: they know that there's natural cures for things, but since they can't patent it, they can't. Big farm can't basically get their lobbyists to pay off these guys and then give them jobs after they leave Congress or wherever, some form of government, where they can get their political pool, you know, it's just a sad situation in America. I mean, really, because here they pass drugs that you see them on TV all the time. That here's these lawyers. Did you take such and such? Do you have these problems? And now they you see some of these big pharmaceuticals giving a basically a warning before you take a drug. You know what I mean? You may experience numbness. All these things. It's just there's a girl over in the parking lot peeing right now.
And speaking of that, have you ever
Oh,
noticed that the warning signs, the warnings of the symptoms of what can come out of taking these certain medications are worse than the actual problem that you needed to take the
oh
medication
yeah,
for?
definitely,
And yet people
definitely.
keep pumping this shit in their bodies. They're telling you, just like in the subliminal messaging in the movies and TV shows and games and songs, and they're telling you because they think they're being sportsmen. That's their thing, their angle. They think they're being sportsmen. They're warning you on these things. They're telling you these things and saying, "Well, we warned them. We told them." No, you put it as a possible side effect, or you put it
Right,
out in entertainment. Most people that
right.
aren't in the know with their eyes open are going to go, "Oh, that was a good movie, or that was a good TV show, or that was a good song, or that's a possible side effect." Dude, you're growing a horn out your forehead. No, 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 no punt to me.
Well,
Oh, so you're over there already?
You know, with the little horn on my forehead there. You know that. Let's see. I'm sad because the cancer my dad died of, and no, and
look how
his
much
one
cancer's
year of
risen.
death is coming up. But sorry for pointing topic towards me. Hey, man, dude, legit. You know I love you, brother, and I'm glad you're a fan of mine and everything. And you're not pointing it towards you. And what you just said is 100% correct. You know, people are losing their
Right.
friends, their families, their loved ones. Because of this stuff. There's a cure, but they don't want to give it. That's called greediness and selfishness. For
Yeah.
their own agenda. You ain't pointing it back at you, legit. Don't even think like that.
No,
That's
man.
mass media speaking right there, brother. Don't fall into that game.
I agree with you, man. Because I'm going to say, look, more people are dying of cancer now, or are contracting it, or getting it. You know what I mean? I shouldn't say the word contracting it, but that's probably a better synonym for it. I mean, my dad has cancer. My grandmother died of cancer. My aunt died of cancer. My uncle. I mean, I can keep going down through the list. Back and forth. It's something that they're doing to us. I mean, first of all, our water with fluoride. Fluoride is a poison in any other liquid, any state. I don't care if it's in a gas state or whatever. It's a poison. And here they do, when they refine and process, they got no way to get rid of that poison. So they said, oh, it's good for the teeth. You know what I mean? And they include it into our municipal system because the state slash government owns our municipal system. They take care of our water because who controls the water controls the people. You
Eh,
can't live 3 days without water.
Well, if you don't
Period.
have water, not only is your body affected, but then the
Right.
crops are affected and the animals are affected, which we need for food. So
Right.
not only do we have messed up water,
Right.
but messed up food. And if they
Right.
control the money, they control you being able to buy water or food. It's a vicious
Yeah, I
cycle.
think I think Monsanto is probably one of the worst companies in the world with their GMO crops. What they do to people. I think that's one of the worst. Mother Nature, because I don't want to offend anybody by me saying God, but I'm going to say Mother
I'm going to say
Nature.
God.
Well,
I'm not worried.
I'm
No,
going to be
see,
I'm going
I
to be
try to be
politically I'm going to be
respectful. No, no, no.
politically
Hold on,
correct
hold
with it.
on, hold on. I try to be respectful to people and what they believe and everything else, and that's fine. But what Jesus, the Son of God, say? Put nothing or nobody in front of me, or you're not worthy of me. See, don't sit there and say
Well,
Mother Nature. If you believe God, say God. This
okay,
channel is a truth channel. This stream, this show we're trying to build is not just fun and stuff. It's also about truth. Don't
okay,
see again, like I told legit. That's what they want. They want you to dumb yourself down. They want you to fall in with the masses. And by you saying that, nothing but love and respect for you, Rebel. You know that.
right,
But the thing about like I've got a really close friend of mine, and that's one thing that we love about each other is we call bullshit when it needs to be called.
right. I was doing it I mean, because I don't know all your viewers, and you know what I
I
mean.
don't
I'll try to be
care. If
respectful
they
of
don't
you.
like what I'm streaming, they don't like what I'm watching, well, what I'm saying or what I'm doing, they can leave. I'm not going to change who I am and what I think and what I feel to
Okay.
keep a number. If that's what you are as a number, go stand in line with the sheeple. He
Right.
gets slaughtered like the
I
rest of
got
them.
something for you here. Here, look at this. Look at this. Hold on, I'm gonna show you something. You see that?
Yep, Illuminati.
They're everywhere.
Yep.
They're everywhere.
Let's see
But
here.
no,
Legit gaming. Worst
yeah,
part is I
I think
was.
GMOs. I think GMOs. When you God provided for us in all aspects. You know what I mean? And then when man goes and thinks he can play God and starts changing and patenting I mean, Monsanto's patented every seed on the planet. Now, granted, they didn't make the seed. All they did was modify it and change it and made it worse. There's a guy who tours now, and he's one of the lucky souls who can do it. But he lost his farm. He lost everything to Monsanto, and they're bullying because basically their GMO crops, when they spread from you know from field to field, that crop becomes their property because they have a patent on it. Farmers all across the Midwest and other countries, when the GMO crops have been introduced, this guy will go and speak. He's from the heartland and he's poor. He's just an old farmer, and he tells his story of how he fought because most of the time they silence him. You have to buy so much seed from Monsanto and their distributors. If you're caught saving your seeds, you can go to jail. You sign all this. I mean, you sign your rights away when you sign to them. I think those crops are changing us because you're putting something that's not natural into your body, whether it's a cigarette, whether whatever it is, not natural. Speaking of cigarettes, I mean Philip Morrison, king of cigarettes, and they're out of Richmond, Virginia. One out of every third cigarette sold is a Marlboro. Period. It's a Marlboro brand. And there's only one company right behind them. Our American cigarettes are tainted to such a degree. I mean, there's over 1 million chemicals in a cigarette by the time it's refined and you smoke it. I don't care which filter it has, whether it has the fiberglass filter or the AKA cotton filter, the white filter supposedly. The tobacco has been processed in so many different ways. They can't make it any more addictive than what it is with those million chemicals that they spray. They spray the crops to keep away bugs. They spray away crops to keep away, insects of a different nature. And then they spray it to basically make it more addictive.
Not to get off
None
topic.
of that. None of that when we inhale it is good for us.
We're not going to get off topic here, but we got some comments going. It said Panda says my grandma died of cancer, and I'm sorry to hear that, Panda. Um, I love
I'm
you and
sorry to hear it
stuff,
too.
and my prayers are with you. Uh, Legit Gaming says worst part is it wasn't a week process. It took like a half a year for him to die after we found out he had contracted it. See, that's what we were just touching about. Legit, is that they prolong it
Yeah.
because they want that extra money. I just had a
They milk.
problem. I just
Yeah. They
I
milk.
no, I got some bad teeth, and when I was working full time, when I had a full time job, I had the same work done within less than an hour. But because I'm on Medi-Cal, they wanted to have me come back 5 to 6 times to have an X-ray to do one quarter of my mouth and another quarter of my mouth and another quarter of my mouth and cleaning and stuff like that. And it's like that was just milking the insurance company because they couldn't milk the company for the money, but now because I'm on Medi-Cal, they can milk me. Not me, but
Right.
the Medi-Cal, and that's the same way with the medication and shit. It's no different. It's completely bull. Yes, it is. BPS. That's why I subbed to you because you were honest and told it like it is. That's what I'm talking about right there. That's what I'm talking about. That's the kind of fans that I want on my channel. That's the community I want on my channel. I've said it before and touched on it on my videos and live streams. I call bullshit when it needs to be called. If you don't like what I'm saying and you don't want to open your eyes and you don't want to open your mind and your heart, get off my channel. Go find some other channel you want to go deal with. Go find another channel that you want to sit there and just kumbaya, la 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 la, all that bullshit. So yeah, I agree with that. And there's nothing wrong with
Right.
that kumbaya, but you got to open your eyes and realize we don't live in a world like that. You know, give the trust where it's earned. You know,
Yeah.
be respectful when you can, but on the same hand, call bullshit when it's time to call bullshit, and stand your ground. Um, and Legit said that's exactly why I subbed to Panda. Thank you, Legit Gaming. See, That's the kind of community like I said, that's the kind of community I want right there.
Right.
And then Panda says, yep, legit. So, but anyway, back to I'm trying to keep up with the comments too, and they're not coming by real super fast, so that's cool. But what you were talking about the tobacco and stuff like that is if you go look at the Native Americans, they smoke pure homegrown tobacco. The leaves
Yeah.
they grow. And if you look at them, they 150, 200 years, they live without dying. But they smoke more than anybody else smokes cigarettes or pipe tobacco or whatever other kind of tobacco. Now you
Well,
got to
that's
ask
the same
yourself
thing.
why. You got to ask yourself why. And then you do your research and you find out there's 5,000 different chemicals that are in a cigarette. And
Right.
I smoke. I'm not going to say I don't. Do I regret picking up smoking after I stopped for a year? Yes, I do. I kick myself in the ass every single day, every single cigarette I smoke. But that's not the point. The point is there's 5,000 different chemicals in a cigarette. One of those is nicotine. Nicotine in its raw, pure form, a drop would kill you because that's what they
Deadly.
use in pesticides.
Yep.
A drop of nicotine is very, very deadly. Why do you think you feel so sick and lightheaded if you chain smoke? If you
Right.
smoke 2 or 3 cigarettes back to back, that's because you're getting more and more of that nicotine pumped into your system. It's getting closer and closer to what the potency of its raw form.
I agree.
Got a comment on on the video that I posted today before the live stream. Pet Monster says, I was just watching your live stream, but no comments enabled. Uh, which the comments are enabled. Anyway, no, the one Saturday that you RV talking about left a like though.
That black screen's got to be a turnoff, and that
Hey,
sucks because we've hit some good topics so far.
that's okay though because it's like a radio, I guess. Like
Yeah.
look at Coast to Coast AM. There's no video. There's no
Yeah,
video.
I
It's all
agree.
radio. And look how look how many people are drawn to that channel or to that radio station and listen. To the topic. So, and I agree with some of the Coast to Coast, and some of it I don't. Art
How
Bell
you
was the
doing?
one I really agreed with. How you ladies doing?
Hi.
All right.
Hi, honey.
Hello.
Hi. Hi.
Oh goodness.
Well, we've been streaming for a little over an hour now. We've been fluctuating between 4 to 6. But that's the thing. And yes, I want the number to be big. I want my subscriber number to be big, my viewer number, my comments, all everything. But you know what? Like I keep saying, hey Joe 13, like I keep saying, if I had one viewer watching me, I would still do what I do
Right.
because that's one viewer that I'm getting my information out to. And like I said, I'm a humble dude. Like I've learned a lot by watching channels like yours and watching channels like Pandas and the clicks. And I picked up different ways of maybe doing my videos, my live streams. Maybe it's taught me something. There's a lot of different channels that I've learned on. But, and it may not be something serious, maybe something funny. And that's the thing. You got to be above that. You got to, not look at them as a number.
Yeah, I agree. I
Look,
agree.
I, you know,
That's why I started the YouTube Friends. You know what I mean?
Actually,
Those are
no, I'm gonna call bullshit again. You were doing the sub for sub. Go back and watch that video. The very first video I met
right,
you
right.
on.
Right. But that's why I said I started YouTube Friends
No, actually, I
because I
said
saw.
YouTube friends in one of your comments. I said I
Yeah,
don't
that's
do
why.
YouTube. I don't do sub for sub. I do YouTube friends.
Right. That's why. If you go back and look at those over 2 months ago, I altered because I see the inherent problem with it, and you can't correct that when people they're so conditioned to seeing that. And then I say, you know what? I'm gonna make a different video. I'm gonna try to be a change in this world with that, at least in this community.
And that's the thing. You're either a change
But
or you're a
but
part of the problem.
right. See, that's that I gotta agree with that. But YouTube friends are active subscribers. I mean, that's the easiest way if you had to put it in a YouTube definition. You know what I mean? I call them friends because they're friends. You know, I made a video today about it. That's and I explained that today.
Well, and that's what like I touched in that one 1200 sub special with the UFO hunt that I was doing. I
Right,
touched on that to where, like Red Panda, for instance, she messages me every single morning, like a friend
right.
texting me, And when I get
Yep,
up in the morning, I'm looking forward to seeing whatever message Panda has sent me. And
right,
sometimes it's just good morning. Sometimes it's good morning, brother. Sometimes it's how you doing today. I mean, it's just sometimes just a couple little words. And if I don't get that message, and I touched on this on that video that I did, the 1200 special sub special, I'm like, Panda, where's my message? But I agree. Legit numbers equal most problems. I agree, and see that's why. I mean, but in a way, the numbers are more problems. But the thing is I've got dreams. I've got goals. I want to make it big. I want to get on TV. I want to have my own show. But also, the bigger your numbers, the more chances of people that you get to reach. Not just people that
right,
believe and think like you do. No, the people you want to reach. Even Jesus, when he was eating with the sinners and the Son of God, and the disciples come up and said, "Hey, why aren't you eating with us? Why aren't you at our table? We believe, we follow you." And he said, "Because I didn't come for you, I came for them."
right.
It's the same thing. The people that agree with like me and believe like me, I'm glad to have you on board. I love that. I appreciate that. But also, I want the people on board that don't.
I mean,
I've
even
turned people
Jesus.
into fans that were talking shit in my comments, and I kill them with love, kill them with kindness, and I show them that they're wrong, and I've made them a fan of mine. Matter of fact, I've got some that I've had fans for years doing that exact same thing, showing them their teachings, that the teachings of this world is wrong, and they're being misled.
I mean, even Jesus told his disciples, his followers, that one of them would betray him before a certain time.
That
Do you
was
remember who that
uh,
was?
that was John. He said he was going to denounce Jesus Christ 3 times before the rooster crowed.
Right.
I
I
think
thought it
I
was
think it's how the
Peter.
verse
I
went.
thought it was. I think it was Peter. I may be wrong.
No, it was John.
Okay. Because I thought. Oh, no, I was going to say John the Baptist. No, it didn't matter. But yeah, I mean, there's a perfect example, and he knew, and he still, and Jesus still walked with him. You know what I mean?
Because that
And
had
look,
to
look,
happen for
look.
prophecy to take place. It had to happen to
Right,
fulfill Scripture.
right. And look who he was crucified with. A
Yep.
thief. You know what I mean?
And the one thief,
Some of the
well,
some of the lowest lives that they could hang, the Romans could hang him with.
the one thief said, "If you're the Son of God, why don't you get us out of here? Why don't you save us?" And he was just talking all kinds of mad crap to Jesus Christ. And the other one says, "We deserve to be here. He does not." And Jesus
Right,
turned to him and said, "Because of what you just said, I will see you in my Father's kingdom."
right,
Because he was being humble and thinking outside this world and realizing there was something bigger than him and bigger than this world.
right. Humble's a trait that I think is growing slim in not just this country but the culture, because our country influences other countries. I mean, you take America, we are the new Babylon. I mean, hell, we produce more porn than any other country combined. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you
It
can say
comes
that
out.
about a lot of other countries, though. And I'm not saying I disagree. I'm just saying
I'm
there's
just
other
using it as an
countries
example.
that think it's okay to sleep with kids. It's okay to marry kids.
Well, I'm just using that as one example. You know what I mean?
I
Our
think there's a lot of
influence.
definitions of different countries that could be a definition of Babylon, not just
Well,
America.
well, I'm just using it as an example because we have so much influence. I mean, there's a lot of things that we're not humble anymore. You know what I mean?
Well,
As
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 a
a race,
nation, I
as a
agree. As a
people,
nation, I
as a
agree.
nation, as a people, as you know, I like to use the interest of. Let's go back. You want to go back really biblical? I mean, I don't speak Germanic. I'm not I'm of German descent, but I don't speak that Germanic language. I don't understand when they read from their German Bible. But when you go back to either the Mennonites or, hold on one second. Nice, Harley. Or you go back to the, hold on, we got a whole group of people. Hold on one second, buddy. Oh, Lord. How you guys doing?
What's up, man? Hey, how you go?
You guys are on YouTube. Say hi.
Right on. So, all right, where were we? Oh, goodness.
Jamaic,
Oh,
the German Bible.
Yeah. The Mennonites or the Amish. They're some of the most humble people, and they live, and they barely altered, for hundreds of years. I mean, granted, they've had to because of our culture being so much more, and I hate to use the word powerful, but we're a bigger influence than they are, because I mean they basically stick to themselves. They have Rumspringer, they do those things. And you have the choice of whether you're going to stay, and most people usually come back and stay. Those kids. But I mean, when I say they've changed, some of them do have electricity now, and some of them have to put lights on their buggies so they don't get ran over by our cars that are moving at 4 times the speed of their buggies. You know what I mean? But those small influences have changed what basically are pilgrims that are still living in America. You
I
know what
don't
I
know
mean?
about you, but I and with the viewers, but I actually love where this show's going tonight. Like, I really do. I think this is a good show tonight. What do you guys think? Do you guys agree? Is this a good show? Is this something you want to see every Saturday?
With some video.
Yeah. Hopefully, if the government stops messing with us, their censorship bullcrap. I had to get me
I wonder if
another
they can
adult
hear.
beverage.
Yeah, I see that. I wonder if they can hear the Harleys. Well, the music stopped, so I'm gonna walk next door before I
What
run out of
up?
battery life on
Like
here.
my new profile pic. Hey, what's up, Gaster? You definitely, anybody that's coming in right now to the stream definitely needs to go back and watch the beginning of this video to get the
Look at
to
these
get
lowriders.
the information that we put out there and to get more of a context of the stream. It's gonna be. I'm not deleting this. It's staying up as long as there's no big uh-ohs or oops. But even that, I'll find a way to edit it because we've touched on a lot of Panda says she loves it. We've touched on a lot of on stuff tonight that needs to be touched on and talked about, and I'm loving it myself. This is a good idea that we come up with to do this show.
I like it.
Legit
I
said
like it.
great. I would watch it every Saturday.
Cool. Awesome.
So there's 2
Thank
votes
you.
right there. Anybody else want to cast their vote? Says 2 of 4. That's half of what's watching right now that's casted their votes. And then the comments that people's left in my video that I put up before the stream, pretty much saying the same thing. So, W. Gaster says, love it, mate. I'm listening the whole time. Bullet Train. There's 5 viewers now. Yeah, like I said, I think this is something that we need to keep doing. I got no problem with it every Saturday doing this at least once a week. It could be more, but at least once a week.
Right.
Legit Gaming says, yeah, Gast, you need to watch this entire thing.
All right. Listen. My battery's about to die. I'm hoping I get some. Well, you can't film this. Maybe you can film a little bit, and you can throw it in over to Black Video. You think that's possible?
It's possible. I mean, I can try to pull the audio using Windows Movie Maker and saving the audio file, and then doing
How you guys
video
doing?
over that. But see, if the video doesn't match the audio, it's going to be confusing.
All right. Well, let's do that. Let's. You want to start filming? We'll cut short here
But it might
before
be
my battery
confusing though
dies.
because it's not going to match what we're saying. You see what I'm saying? It's better off, I think, if we just leave a
Right.
black screen.
All right.
Or I can go through and edit it later and put I wasn't talking right now, day. I meant duh. Uh, um, but so how much phone you got left? How much power?
8%.
8%. All right, guys. We're
Eight
gonna go ahead
percent.
and kill this because Rebel State Sovereign is out in the field right now, and he hasn't got very much power left on his phone, and that's what we're live stream. He's doing his video with is on the phone, and so we're gonna go ahead and kill this. It's been about an hour and 15 minutes now. I'm sorry, guys, but that's just the way we're gonna have to do it. Are you there, Rebel? I think we lost Rebel, guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed this stream. Rate, comment, subscribe. Um, Go check out Rebel State Sovereign's channel. Uh, he's a really good guy, really cool guy. If you ain't subscribed to him, go ahead and subscribe to him. And stay tuned for next Saturday's live stream. And hopefully we can make a longer live stream and with video. And I appreciate all the love and support. And I appreciate you guys coming and watching this stream. And like I said, we just lost his feed. So I will getting some videos up here pretty soon, and some more gaming videos and gaming streaming. But I think I like where this show's going. Um, Again, thank you for all the love and support. It really means a lot. And I will see you guys on the next video or live stream or a video game live stream. And you guys have a great night. God bless. And if it's real late where you are, sorry for keeping you up so late. Get a good night's sleep. And God willing, I will see you guys tomorrow.